Welcome back to some more Long War of the Chosen. We have a retaliation here with no enemies on the map, no Chosen coming in, and a bunch of rebels to rescue in a very interesting rescue spot. Alright, we gotta send a couple people around. There's not even a reinforcement warning just yet.
10-4.
And we have a couple people here that haven't been on missions in a while, or never been to missions, so we'll see how that all works out. And a couple very high mobility people to collect all these guys here. You're supposed to deal with the reinforcements. Yep, that guy. And I think we send Wolfie down this way. Which way are we even going here? Oh, that's the zone edge. Okay, alright. There's another guy over there. I think we can get them next turn. There's somebody here. If we make some room, we should have some more mobility.
Double time. Already there.
There. And that gets us in range, also gets us set on fire, but we're walking through a river here, right? That should be fine.
Roger that, sir.
Not that I ever had negative experiences with areas that I thought would put out the fire and then didn't. Never happens. Now we get 12 rebels here, so moving them all around a little bit is gonna be a pain.
Enemies moving on our position.
Okay, they're the reinforcements. Let's do a double time. Might as well use that on cooldown as we're running around getting all the guys. One tile off.
I can handle that.
Everybody's one tile off today. Maybe, actually, that should be...
Double time.
should normally be enough. Okay. Now, I didn't bring a sniper, which is actually a mistake, because if we get a super far away faceless reveal, then we kinda a little bit screwed. Although we have the Icarus armor somewhere on somebody.
Not a problem.
So we can at least kind of teleport over there if something happens.
In position. Scanning.
On my position.
Right, you're also supposed to help with reinforcements, so let's bring you back in here.
Gonna keep watch over here.
It feels like a fairly long timer for the evac to arrive. Maybe it just doesn't seem that long if there's a chosen to fight and it's keeping you busy. If there's literally nothing else to do here. Seems odd. Interesting. It's always funny that, you know, you technically don't have weapons, you don't have grenades, but if they have any abilities, you actually get to do something with the rebels.
Overwatch.
Alright, see what happens. I'm kind of thinking that, depending on where they drop, and if we have line of sight of our keeper, with that brand new synaptic booster, she's probably gonna get a lot of kills.
Advent troops spotted.
Yep, that one's gone.
That's how it's done. Not too shabby.
Yeah, you could say that.
Reloaded.
So we reload and
I'm on it.
torch.
No problem, boss.
There's one more guy behind the vehicle. Looking over here. That's the zone wall. One guy on top of the building. So if we get this dude here,
Moving there now, sir.
we can exactly not get up there. Okay. So there's 12 people to rescue. I kind of sometimes wish you had a counter for how many you've already contacted. 10, 11, 12. Okay. So we got everybody.
Got it covered.
Done.
Yeah, what I'm just gonna do is overwatch people that I need to overwatch. Then I guess we just run those that need to run. I'm not even bother gonna bother hunkering these guys down here. He says, while hunkering people down. I think we're good. Okay, that's not stuff we're gonna one-shot here, I think.
Got me a problem.
Really, you vanish?
Inbound.
Salted Perch Bishop. How much damage we doing? Up to 22. So not enough to cancel his reaction. I need to double check here. Hi Malakim. Allergic to poison. If not poisoned, will react. Okay, we do have poison, I think. Sure, made some poison. Do you already have that your flamethrower does poison stuff? So acid, toxic fuel, poisons enemies, yes.
Not a problem.
Angry Seeker sounds.
Absolutely.
Very angry Seeker sounds.
Time to burn.
And it's panicked. Next question would be, do we have any way to reveal the Seeker? I don't think we have any battle scanners. I don't think we have any bioelectric skin. Kinda screwed in that regard. So if we attack this guy... You have melee resistance. Still not terrible damage. Oh wow. You can't... yeah. What if I move away? Can you then... Yeah, we're gonna need some of that focus, please.
Hit an enemy.
Then I think we're just gonna Icarus jump in, because yeah, we can't reach it normally. Alright. And on second thought, I probably... Hang on, this brawler is melee damage or is it close range damage? Melee attacks, okay, no, that's fine. That's not fine, but just crit, then the issue is resolved.
Hard target, minimal damage.
Kinda. Okay, and we just gonna haunt here. Alright, so far so good.
Moving there.
Yeah, I don't think there's any smart way to detect where the floater is. That's maybe one of the rebels as battle scanner, but I don't think I've seen that ability pop up on anyone. You have battle space. That is not the same. Rep deployment for no grenades. Okay. Oh, but you can even face walk. I was really not expecting a Seeker to show up in the second reinforcement group. That feels like a new escalation. I'm not okay with that. Gonna file a formal complaint, and then also dropping in this far away from the squad.
Covering now.
Seems doable.
Okay, on the bright side, we are done with collecting of civilians. So we got these guys ready to help then.
Not a problem.
Freaking Seekers freaking me out. Alright. Come here, you can run in there. And that's my turn, pretty much. I can't wait for that evac. That can't arrive fast enough so we can get those civilians out of here. Not just because I want to save them, but I don't want to control them every turn. Where the hell are you guys dropping in? Are you dropping behind me now? Now that I focused on the other direction.
We've got advent here.
Yes. Hang on, the Malachim is not done yet. Acid burn. Also bleeding. Also on fire. Out the Seeker. Root. Okay. Time's back up.
I can handle that.
Oh, you lucky Vanguard. You not so lucky duelist.
Might burn a little. I'm going.
Can we not burn up top, please? Also, what's... really? There's like one tile of high cover and that's covering the Vanguard right now? That seems very inconvenient. Ah, toasty indeed. Well, I guess in that case, we just burn from here then.
Whatever you say.
That's outside of his range. Ooh, okay.
They won't.
Can't wait for this whole building to burn down, just as evac is about to arrive.
Went off the armor.
Trying to keep track of all the bonus actions seems sometimes like an impossible task. Alright, Mr. Seeker, sir. Heal.
Done with you yet. I will protect democracy at all costs. How about a nice cup of liberty?
That works for me. Then I'd like some focus, please, sir. Mr. Malakim.
Enemy barrier here.
Stab him.
X-ray neutralized. I'm on it.
Reinforcing.
I guess somebody could still kill the Vanguard, just for completeness sake. It's not super urgent. This guy needs to move up, preferably without setting yourself on fire. Somewhere here, maybe? Alright, let's make sure you come in. We might actually be able to just leave with everybody next turn. If we really want to.
On it. Moving to Overwatch.
Yeah, we really want to. We actually really want to leave.
Looks like they called in backup. This is Firebrand. It's time to go.
Okay, gunship is not on Overwatch. The Taipan went onto Overwatch though. Why though?
Fired up.
No, she's on Underwatch. Okay. Leave it. Leave no man, no, leave everybody behind. I'm assuming, yeah, Jane Kelly can just Icarus jump in there. What about Ironbone? You would need some boost here. Do we have combat presence back?
There, whole ass.
Okay, let's get. It's gonna be annoying. I kinda wanna get people out. But I don't want to get my officer out, and she's in the evac zone, but I also don't want to move her. So I guess individual evac it is. I'm gonna need bigger evac zones for these missions. Wait, rebels can walk through each other? Fascinating. Why can XCOM not learn this skill? No, what? I can walk through the rebels? That's a new thing, right? That's not normal. Okay, all rebels out. So let's just make sure we get everybody inside. Let's combat presence down here.
Sure thing.
We can also just run inside.
Roger that.
Wonderful. Blocking the ladder now, okay.
Getting out of here.
Affirmative.
That is such an awkward evac spot.
Stepping off.
Think we got everybody.
I'm
But we
done.
find out in a second. No? Alright. Interface disappears, mission is
All
over.
surviving XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand returning to base.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Those were some nasty reinforcements though. That was not very nice. Give us your angry face. That works. Alright. I guess this haven did have slightly higher strength, right?
To let go of the ways of the old world. They will continue their wanton and reckless crimes until the entire world burns around them. We are grateful to the elders for their support in ending this.
I wondered how the new gear would hold up, Commander. Looks to me like it's working out just fine.
Well, it was good enough for promotion here, so my initial plan was combat presence. Is that still what I really want here? I'm not really taking the shooty perks. So So I'm kind of considering Sparkfire instead of Combat Presence. Like, Combat Presence is good. It's really good. So I think this was from when I was planning to turn her into an officer, and then I learned that you can't actually officer train a snake. So I think we're gonna take Sparkfire to have something to set enemies on fire. The exploding detonating carried explosives kind of just a bonus here. This is just about setting them on fire. Then probably Shredder. I still think Scouting Report is really good, although might just turn into a thousands to go gore. And then I'm just sad that we didn't pick Santa Mars Executioner. Oh, that was my reason for Combat Presence, since we have Battle Presence in here. Well, Chip said, doesn't matter anymore, right? Like, how many missions are we actually... Like, I'm gonna be realistic. Everybody, like, Staff Sergeant and below, probably not going on too many missions, probably not getting all the way promoted to Master Sergeant. So planning out the full spec right now, not so great. One thing I realized, due to the UFO that we recently did, we got one additional point of power, so we can actually build the defense matrix and then have Shen complain that our engineers are not doing enough of a job. There's also the other problem I just realized. We have no open contacts. So depending on where the Cygate is and where the, whatever it's called, the forge is, we might be in a little bit of an awkward position because we don't have power. We need free power to upgrade this.
We can have them working on construction, excavation, or staffing a facility.
I don't know actually what happens when you disassemble the GTS. I think you lose these upgrades. I'm not sure what happens if we dismantle the training center. I think it's more likely that we dismantle a Scilab to get power to upgrade this for more resistance contacts. It's really inconvenient. I don't think we had power anywhere as a continent bonus, did we? It was the instant contact, effect of weapon mods, supplies, lap speed, and yes, the most used. Man, I gotta. So there's a mod to modify continent bonus, so you can kind of decide which bonus is available or not in the game. Like, this is the most laughable bonus. I don't know why that is still in the game. Like, yeah, you know, there have been talks, a lot of discussions about reworking continent bonuses, or, you know, but just going in and saying, okay, no, this is just not okay to have that. Like, not only by the time you unlock the bonus, you don't want to recruit any rookies anymore, but it also saves you then 10 supplies. You know, instead of 20, they cost 10. It's like, big freaking deal. Anyway, I think we were scanning in Indo.
Setting course for Indonesia.
I am sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander.
Thought there was something else we wanted to do between projects here. Oh, but not having Intel also means or not having contacts also means we
I'll see
can't
that work
contact
begins
the
immediately, Commander. I'll
regions
contact
with
you when I
alien
have a full report
facilities.
Commander, the Shadow Chamber is up and running. All we have to do now is put it to use.
Let's find out where the Codex Brain coordinates are. Experimental turrets on a jailbreak. Do we need... We have 12 rebels here. I think I'm gonna be a little bit picky with missions right now.
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project.
Now we do have a facility down here. So we have one option to remove 3 pips. That's definitely something we gotta look into. And if we... No, I think the liberation progress only helps with like story missions, not with regular facilities.
New objective added.
We're making progress, Commander. I've updated our objectives based on the latest findings.
In the field, the Codex appears as an anomalous form in an almost constant state of flux, seemingly only...
New objective added.
We're ready to move
Alright.
when you are, Commander.
Are we though?
Updated our objectives based on the latest information. I've
I don't
marked the
think we're
location
ready.
Shen pulled from the Codex, Commander. It's a remote region, out in the woods away from any populated areas. We'll need to contact the local resistance forces if we want to get a closer look.
Okay, at least we have 2 people with infiltrator now, so we can infiltrate a little bit faster. And we're gonna have our first fully trained officer here in a minute. Feel like we have enough officers though. I don't need to start training another officer. And yeah, the Python is not showing up. It's not officer trainable. Can't train an old Python new tricks. We do have somebody though who needs to get rid of a negative perk. Yeah, with these supplies, we're not gonna start any new gene mods, but we should be getting here to 100% very soon.
Commander, if we want to set back the aliens' work on the Avatar project, we should hit one of their facilities as soon as possible.
Now I'm thinking back and forth here between hitting that facility now and then also considering in 5 days the month ticks over, and if the assassin gets enough knowledge, I don't want to be in a situation where then the big squad is out here doing this and we don't have top people for the Avenger defense. Because one thing I definitely learned is that mission is still not a joke. I think we should be fine. I don't think this will fill up, and I don't think we've been at full project progress here in this campaign. So we still have like what, 20 days to get something done. So we can hit this facility. We can also liberate the region that knocks 1 pip off the thing. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Sounds good, Commander. I'll let you know as soon as the project is ready for deployment.
Alright, and just like that, we now have a bunch of missions closing in on the 100%. So we're gonna start it off in the next episode here with this troop column. Another Gatekeeper Corps, apparently. Not much else that looks dangerous. We should be able to deal with a Gatekeeper. Warmaster can shred. We've got Shredstorm rockets. That should all be fine. And after that, then we have VIP Extract for another scientist, just because, you know, levels, Lip2. Well, this was also planned with a boost, and probably also planned for a little bit of over-infiltration, so we're gonna let this run a little bit more. And then, ultimately also, a compound rescue here, mostly for XP. Can take a look at another marksman and see what we do with that. But for now, we're gonna put a cut in here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.